Hello there. I've been following Lloyd for a while now, and for some time, waking up to Lloyd's videos, and I read a blog about him where he said he never put himself out there as the king of the SJW community. He never put himself out there. He never have presented to anyone that he's a standard by which people want to mirror their lives, what is acceptable or not acceptable, and that he wasn't anyone's moral compass. Okay, so he talked about his sex escapades and his struggle, how he got to Croatia. It's in his book, according to him, The Reluctant Apostate, and it's he spelled it out there. How he struggled with his penis and how his dick is not cooperating. He never said he's a saint. He has always said that he had struggled in that department. So for you to ask me if I approve of Lloyd's, if I condone Lloyd's saying, hello, this dude is atheist. And by what moral codes do you want to uh, 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 do you want to apply to a man like Lloyd who doesn't believe in the supernatural? That doesn't mean that atheists don't go by some moral, what is morally acceptable or not. But basically, I've always had this issue when it comes to atheism. There is no compass in terms of morality by which you want to measure what he does or not, except the one that society has set, and that could be subjective. And I also want to point out that he, or remind you what led to this whole saga. He let Kim know about his trip to Thailand. Kim led him on. Kim knew what was going on with Lloyd, because he has told Lloyd how he has been, you know, cheating on his wife for 4 years. And what does that tell you? If Lloyd confided in Kim Silvio, or is this Silvio? I don't know. You might want to correct me on that. It does show that Lloyd does not approve of that behavior, that conduct. If Lloyd was not bothered about the excesses of his dick, he wouldn't confide in Kim. For those of you who keep saying that Lloyd justified his behavior and he blames it on everybody or the organization, I really don't see it like that. If he had said the organization is a contributing factor, most likely it could be. And in that, the blog I read some time ago, when he admitted in that blog that um, that his blaming his SJW background, sexual repression in the organization, blaming it on it, but at the same time, he said he cannot entirely say that that was true, because there are those who have come out of this religion, the Jehovah's Witnesses, are not tolling Lloyd's path, are not having problems with how do I coin it now, Lloyd's battle with wanting more women. It does just appear, it does appear that one woman is not enough for Lloyd. He got out of the organization. He never had time to express himself. It took had to resort to chatting with girls online, and sometimes there is a way this organization can turn you into a pervert. All right, haven't been repressed for so long, and when you go out, I tell you, if I tell you some pictures of XJW women being sent to me on my Facebook, you will really know that, oh my God, some women have gone bunker. They, oh, now I can do anything I want. Now you see that it drives these people to do that which is abnormal, that which is not normal, or looking at it through the lenses of the general society. So if Lloyd's sexual appetite is twisted, and he says the organization has a role to play in this, I wouldn't dismiss this submission. I wouldn't dismiss this submission. And up till now, I really haven't commented on Lloyd saying the problems people have with him and all of that. I haven't really commented. I'm just like asking, what has this got to do with his activism? What has his personal life got to do with his activism? They say he uses Patreon money to jet off to Thailand and buy himself some hawkers. I want to ask something. Was Lloyd appointed as the head of the SJW community? Someone was trying to talk about Lloyd's attack on Tony Morris on Facebook, that he attacked Tony Morris because he was using donated funds. That those funds are not meant for Tony Morris. Those funds are meant for the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. If a patron donates to Lloyd, that's his money. That is Lloyd's money. And what he does with it, come on, man. I've not seen one patron who has come out, correct me if I'm wrong, who has come out on the internet and said he feel betrayed that Lloyd is not using the money he's donated to him for good activism. I've not seen one patron. The people who are putting Lloyd to the sword are those who might not have donated a dime to him. And yet, the internet is on fire. Lloyd ain't a saint. And I would also say, Lloyd ain't the demon that everybody thinks he is. And I said in my last video, if I were to x-ray Lloyd's problem or talk about what I really feel on a personal note is another thing, a video I might like to make sometime. I'm not saying here that the condemnation, because it's just normal. Lloyd is a public figure in this community. So the condemnation, he put that shit out there. He put the shit out there by himself. Then if everybody is climbing on his head right now, if everybody is talking, He gave them that talking point, the reason why I say they should not have made the first video. So you can say a celebrity who comes out with his dirty Lene should not be at the receiving end of his audience, be it sexual escapades, scandal, or whatever thing, cheating. His fans, his audience are going to have a field day with that story. That's the same thing with Lloyd Evans. So I really don't have problem with people saying whatever they are saying about Lloyd. He's a public figure, and when you are doing the stuff he does, he should also realize that he needs to maintain some acceptable standard to be really that activist that would not lose his voice uh, with the development of time. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's clarify that. You can stone Lloyd, you can drum on his head, you can give him the stake. He deserves it because he's a public figure, okay? And if you feel he's being hypocritical, okay, but I'm just simply concerned about his activism. If you want me to talk about Lloyd's hypocrisy, yeah, element of that exists. If you want me to talk about Lloyd's, yeah, I got a few things to say about Lloyd, but we just need to set the record straight. Lloyd ain't a saint, and Lloyd ain't the demon you think he is. See you in my next video.